Okay, so I'm entering into the fort. It's really cold. And I just dropped my microphone. Let me clip this back on. So this is the entrance to the fort. Before I go into it, I want to spin around. That's the Niagara River. River Niagara. Hold on, people. Sorry. Okay, there. Just want to get the microphone up there. The air is warm, but the wind makes it really cold. I keep changing in and out of different jackets. But that's the Niagara River. If you kept traveling, I want to say south. You keep traveling southbound on that, you're going to hit the Niagara Fall area. I'll pan around real quick. So there's a lighthouse out in the distance, between those trees. Right in that area, there's a lighthouse. I took a picture of it. I'll put it on my Facebook page. Pan around this way. There's some Coast Guard stations down here. I'll probably see it from the top. There's a Coast Guard, active Coast Guard area down there. There's some, looks like some gun emplacements were here because they're protecting the mouth of the river. 1678 to 1759. So French were here first. This is kind of cool. French were here first. French and Indian Wars happened. British got control of it. Then you had it during the Revolutionary War, the War of 1812. They say the War of 1812 was the last time that shots were fired in anger. So there's another. This is a pretty, it's a huge fort. It's going to be a lot to cover. It's a huge fort for its time, but it expanded out. So the War of 1812, oh my goodness. Look at this, look at all this. Look at all these cannons. You ever wonder where they get all the cannons on display when you go to the old Civil War battlegrounds? They come to the Amazon.com of old cannons, old green cannons. I can't tell you how many things I've saw down in DC. Like Napoleon cannons, howitzers, they have different names. I'm not that familiar on what these are. This actually looks like a sounding cannon that they use current time, just to put a blast out there. I think I can go up here. It doesn't say that I can't. So of course I'm going to. It says use handrail. So, oh my goodness, this is pretty. Well, I'm not going to be able to videotape all this. This would just be impossible. This is, one of the towers. And I have no idea what this is. Honestly, a place to eat, dining. This might be, they had a little 16-minute video that I saw earlier. Someone's up here. I might pause it so I'm not talking over other people. Oh wow. Jesus. They're doing a demonstration down there. Alright, so I'm in the top of the tower. You see that one off in the distance? I'm in the top part of that, equal to that. They're doing some demonstrations down below. It just startled me. That's Lake Ontario out there. They call that the castle. There's some bunkers or not bunkers, but gun emplacements. That was the first structure that was built. They say that's the oldest standing structure in North America. I might have the definition wrong on that. What I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna pause this. It's only at 4 minutes. I don't know if you guys can see those flags. Yeah, those are the 3 flags. What's weird, it says supposed to represent, well, you got the US one in the middle, you got the British one to the right. To the left is just a plain white. I'm not trying to make a joke here, but it's a plain white flag, and oftentimes people criticize the French for giving up, and like in World War II, giving up and surrendering. That's supposed to be a representation of when the French occupied it. But it's just white. I'm sure there's a reason for that. I'm coming out of focus here. This is a gun emplacement. There was the British, once the Americans occupied this, the British built a fort called Fort George, and I think it's right where that flag is flying. I'm gonna have to change the orientation on this camera. and so I can zoom in on some things. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it now because this is a good perspective to do it. So I'm going to sign off for now. I'm up in this thing. It's kind of, I'm going to switch the direction of the camera so I can zoom in and explain more. So I think this is a really good viewpoint to do that at. All right, so this is going to be the second video in the series, and I'll come back with a third. All right.